Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm running a bit late today. Was waiting for the power to come back up and stuff, so it's good to see you all. I've got no one in Element tonight, but that's fine. I hope you're all doing great. Let's see who's in chat. We got Jess Palmer, Alan Nordstrand, Mikey Smith, Spuddy Taylor. Good to see you guys. Into the break. Lusky Wrestling. Good to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. Glad you could make it. Yeah, well, tonight is all about optical drop. The reason for this is because I get a lot of Globers these days, trying to ask me, well, optical drop, I don't see it anywhere. I don't understand it, or that kind of thing. Hey, Max65, Javi Gonzalez, good to see you. And Insert Coin, thank you for coming, mister. Glad you could make it.
I was just about to say, I'm late because I've been putting up cabinets and I've only just finished, so I thought am I late? Is the show
just started, mate. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just trying to get the tablet onto YouTube at the minute. I've just been in a rush. Just put up 3 cabinets, and we did the third cabinet, and there's a little spring hinge that was missing, and you can't send it back. If you send it back, you got to send a whole lot back. So she was looking online to see if she could get one of the spring hinges, and they're so hard to get, so I'm gonna have to devise something to just keep the door in. You know what I mean? So we've got 2 cabinets up, and then the third cabinet all put together, but the
but PJ,
hinges
knackered. PJ, didn't you know? Did you know mass attracts mass? Where's the gravity, man? Come on.
Oh well, yeah, exactly. Mass does attract mass, so
it should just stick together.
Sorry. That's for your show.
Hey, Charlie Gold, Matthew Eastman, Triple X. It's good to see you guys all. Yeah, glad you could make it. Yeah. Tonight's about optical drop, PJ. I don't know if you know anything about optical drop.
Yeah, I know a little. Yeah, it's about perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about it. It's so simple. I mean, this is the whole reason why we get the globe saying, but look, the Earth is dropping away. In the meantime, it's not dropping away. It's just optical.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the little intro at the beginning of your show that demonstrates it perfectly.
Yeah.
You did that quite a while ago. That one, didn't you?
Which one?
The little intro at the beginning of the show to show about optical drop.
Oh, this is an old intro. This was still when we were flying from Cape Town to Joburg. Don't see any curve, do you? Hey Moxie, good to see you. But yeah, I'm gonna put the sound off because funny enough, even on my own videos I still got copyright striked and stuff, so yeah. Wow. So I'm not gonna play music because the music I had to change it to is just rubbish. But anyway, it's based on this principle of when things go in the distance, they change angular size, and it's relative to the larger angle. So this, I used the cheese grater to make my example to try and show what I was saying, because I did it the first time and they thought, oh, I'm cheating kind of thing, you see. So I'm just showing, yes, I did it the first time. And anyway, I decided, let me do it again. And this time I'm going to show the floor is level, you see. They line up 100% perfect. I measured it, everything. I got my cheese grater ready. I mean, I even measured up to tell you, look, it's all the same heights, all the liquids. I made my own water levels, guys. Because this water level is the same point as that water level, and this, you know what I mean? So they're all exactly the same elevation from horizontal, you can say.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So anyway, then I went on to taking my camera, and I leveled it out to the cheese grater. Well, I first measured it, as you can see, because I wanted to measure it to this hole, because that hole is where I'm going to be doing the eye level to. There's me using the iPhone. You see I've got it 100% off the same, sits exactly the same as I put it. So you can see it measures exactly the same height, and sorry, and you can then understand that when I put it level, it means it's eye level. Imagine all this trouble we go through just for globies.
You know what I mean?
And then they still tell me I lied. See there? 0%. There's 0 degrees. You can see it's 0 degrees, correct? That's as level as it can get. Show the floor to be level, show the phone to be level, same height, everything. Can I make it any more clear? Okay, let's see what I show. Well, when I do the actual demonstration. Now I'm going to move it. So this X is where the eye level is set. You see I've set it when it's closer to you. Now your field, before I go on. So remember your field of view at closer to you is much more, how can I say, not into the vantage point. It's closer to you. So it's, when something's closer to you, it's almost like forced perspective kind of thing. Now as soon as the greater is moving away, it's becoming smaller in angular size, and therefore the whole greater as a whole is shrinking. So everything's going to shrink with it, including that block and everything. So it's just going to give the appearance as it moves away that it's dropping into the horizon, you could say. Now you see those levels of those bottles I showed. You see it's going, it has an appearance that it's going upwards and compressing closer to each other. So the same happens converging down from the top, the bottom converges upwards into the convergence. Now you see this was my original level, look how it's dropped. Because everything is going to the convergence. You see it gives the eye level here. But you saw me have the eye level set here. But this is where the eye level is set further away. Now, what I'm trying to explain here, you know, I'm not sure, good to see you, thank you for coming. Carlo Dickens, glad you could make it. What I'm trying to explain here, guys, you see this line here where the eye level is set now. When people go out and do observations like over the ocean and they see ships and stuff, where is the eye level usually set to? To the horizon, correct? So, we can say this line is now the horizon. That object, like let's say the ship that was right in front of you, would look huge in front of you. Your eyes would be at the hole, for instance, when it was close to you. But as soon as it went away, it's going to be appearing that it's going in to the horizon. It's going to dip behind the horizon. As the sea horizon converges upwards, because it's got a larger angle, so is everything from above. So it compresses into that, what I call the convergence zone. Luffy? Mama Pia knows up here, okay. Okay, and then what happens is, then it gives the appearance that it's just dropping below the horizon. Now we've explained limited angles before. I'm probably going to go through it again tonight as well. Let's go on. PJ.
Mingy, chill out. Shush. Be good. Good girl.
Yeah, guys, hit the likes, hit the likes. See, it's literally just optical drop confirmed. Well, anyway, that's what I was trying to explain with the video. Then, I got another one. Bobby Shafter, I don't know if you guys know his channel. He's a glober. I really like him because when we converse and stuff, we don't really, he doesn't find it. He's actually very nice. But you see, he's got like the same cheese grade as me. That's amazing. But his argument was now he didn't get the same effect as me, which we would see now. But I want you to take into consideration now. I wonder if I'm going to have to copy and paste it. I think I'm going to do it this way. Let's do it this way, guys. Going to print the screen. And then let's go to... Where's that program? Please excuse the children. They were asleep. They just woke up now, so they're probably just irritated and stuff. You know, children.
Exactly, and just like dogs. My dog. She just went into the bedroom to say something to the missus quickly, and she started barking at me and chasing me. I'm like, chill out. She's good. Nah, she's a good dog.
For sure.
She's brilliant. Bichon Frise, she's brilliant.
But she's a cute dog, man.
Oh, she's definitely cute.
Yeah.
Definitely cute.
Well, anyway, you see, that's his starting point. That's what he's saying is his starting point. Now he's going to move away. I'm going to pause it when he gets a bit further away because the angular size is definitely changing. But you see, his isn't dropping as much as mine though. Okay. Come. But what they ignore is it still gives the appearance of optical drop. What they think they control, they are concentrating only on this eye level line. They're not concentrating on the picture as a whole. But I'll show you now why. Okay, I'm going to paste it on top. I wonder if I can change its opacity. Format options, maybe. Adjustments. Transparency. There we go. Do you see how it looks already, guys? This was originally, make a line. Let's just make it red or whatever. And I wonder if I can make it thicker. Anyway, you can see the red line here. This is the original one. And it looks like it's dropping into the horizon, correct? It's like it's going down into the, I think I'll make it yellow, it might work better. I don't know how I can make this thicker now. But yellow works better. Okay. But you can see that, PJ, it looks like it's dropping, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to the eye level. I mean, look at the old eye level. Look there. Compared to the new eye level. So it's literally dropped it as well. But you don't see that in the video. Why is that? See, it's still going like that. We'll wait till it gets a bit further. Hey, Evil Nightmare, good to see you. Okay. See, now it's lifting up. Because obviously, the thing's not level. Because he's not on the floor, guys. Look. He's actually got something he's put on. If it was level, it wouldn't go above the original level mark, would it? No. But anyway, still going on with the thing what I'm saying. Print screen. We go on to there. Gonna copy it over. Oh wait, you know what I see there? I wonder if this wasn't. No, it was. It's exactly the same. Yeah, there we go. Let's maybe see if we can. Maybe it wasn't aligned properly. Center to page, horizontal. Center to page, vertical. Okay, let's do this one. Center to page, horizontal. Center to page, vertical. Now we do the same. Center page, horizontal. Center to page, vertical. Let's format options, transparency. Even more. Okay. So let's just adjust that. Oopsie. Oh wait, I gotta get it down one. Oh, sorry guys, I don't know this program really much now. I gotta figure out. You know what? Let me just do it this way. Delete. Paste it again. And center to page again. Sorry guys, this is so boring. I'm just trying to quickly get it right. I didn't have time to set this up beforehand. But unfortunately for the Globers, you have to be so boring so you can show every step. I think you know about that. Because if you don't show every step, they say, oh, you're cheating. Okay. Come on, just stay on. Vertical. Okay. And then, there we go. So as you can see guys, what does this show us? From the start, it's literally going into a convergence zone. It's shrinking down in angular size and it's going to the convergence zone. Obviously on his one it shows his eye level has all of a sudden gone higher, but I think that's due to the actual thing he had on there that he thought was level, because it wouldn't go higher if he actually had it on an actual level thing. It would either stay the same, or in like my case, it actually went down a bit. Why only 7 likes? Yeah, there's so much more people in. Come on, guys, hit that like button. But you guys understood what I just showed you, right? PJ, any questions? Any questions?
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so it's very simple. When it's closer, this larger one, it's closer to your field of view. The further away it gets further away to your field of view, and the closer it's going into the convergence zone. Therefore, it looks like it's dropping down into the horizon. Now, let's see if we can just find boat over the horizon somewhere or something. They're showing live. Boat over the horizon.
Some of these comments. They just don't get it. Like, they just don't get how there can be optical drop on a flat Earth. They say it's a globe Earth claim. How can you have optical drop on a flat Earth?
No.
It's optical.
There's no optical.
optical.
There's no optical drop on a globe Earth. That's just nonsense.
Yeah.
It's Earth curve on a
Exactly.
globe Earth.
Exactly.
We are explaining it's just optical, it's not physical. That's what we're doing. Like, let's take this one for instance. This is claimed, guys, to be physical curve blocking that ship further away. Okay? Where is the eye level on this camera? It's usually around just under center frame, which is around about where the horizon is. You got a whole zone here, which is convergent. So remember, everything from above goes down into convergence, everything from underneath goes up to the convergence. So that whole convergence zone, the further away it is, the more susceptible it is to having that compression into the convergence zone. It's actually very simple stuff. And like I've explained before with the limited angle, what angle is the largest and closest to you? The water. That's one large angle. Just like the ship is one large object, the other ship is one large object, the sky is one large object, and the floor is one large object, the ocean. It's the largest angle that's closest to you, closest to your observation point. So, as that's going to converge upwards, and by the way, the water is physical, guys. It's not physically rising. It's optically rising. Okay, that's why we said rises relative to eye level. It doesn't rise to eye level. That's why I hate it when the people come and you storm and say, oh look, I took a picture of the theodolite on an airplane and it's 3 degrees below eye line. Yes, because we're not saying it physically right. It's always below eye level physically. It's an optical effect. It's relative to eye level. So remember when on an airplane and they used the theodolite app and they got that straight infinite line? That's not subject to the perspective of the rest of the image. All this is due to the perspective of the image because it's literally inside that field of view. That line on the theodolite app is an infinite line, just like a theodolite or an auto level and stuff. Those crosshairs are infinite. It doesn't converge to anything. It's literally just on your scope. It stays right in front of your face, no matter how far you're looking. FE Pilot, we're looking at Earth curvature now. No, we're not looking at Earth curvature. That's optical drop, like I'm trying to explain to you. It's literally optical drop. Let's see if I can find some of my videos where I try and, well, I actually did some thingies for you, more demonstrations and stuff. I actually show this happening. I've actually showed this to cats as well, remember guys, where you have the compression of the angles in the distance. Okay, let's show this one again quickly. This one might be a good one to show quickly. You guys have obviously seen this, but if you guys are new, this is a flat aluminium bar. I mean, those are with precision. Obviously it's turned on now because it's on my paint mixing table, so it's up on the wall, so that's what I mean. I've got a bottle cap here, another bottle cap, and I've got a bolt there. It looks as it's appearing to drop into the floor there, but it's not literally. That's what we call optical drop. This is because the angle, you see this surface is the larger, closer angle to the camera, so it's the limiting angle, because that horizon, that apparent horizon, is the limit to this angle. These are going beyond that limit because it's higher than it, you understand? So that's why it's blocking up bottom up. It has what we call the diffraction limit. Now this is a flat surface. I'm not going underneath this one. If you really, so it's not really sinking. It just appears that it's going over a curve. Does that look like it's curving downwards? Yes. And now I'm showing you for reference, there's another bolt here. You see there's another bolt here. This is the table's limit. This is the bolt. Just like the one that we're seeing that side. This piece is gone when we zoom in from the limit here. I'm showing this as reference to say I'm not going below, I'm staying above. And we're still getting this optical drop. It's all just got to do with your field of view and perspective. That's it. You see? It's dropped there below. That bottom of that cap is dropped and the bottom there, and I'm still above showing this piece. I'm going to zoom in again. You're going to see where's the bottom of that bolt? It's gone. It doesn't show. Why? Because of the limited angle. It's all just optical drop. Now this is what I was trying to explain to Bobby Shafter. When you're taking your eye level out long distance, where is your eye level going to? It's going down to there. So it's mostly close to where the horizon. You got this, what we call the conversion band. So everything above is converging inwards, everything below is converging upwards. And the surface is one huge angle. And it's the closest one to you, so it's going to occult the further, much smaller angle of the object. So that's why when you raise in altitude, you see the bottom of that thing. Not because it went over curve, but because you pushed your angle further out and you've now increased your distance to the limiting angle. So you've pushed your field of view out further. Any questions while I'm still looking up for more? Yeah, quickly. I think it was on this one as well. Oh, am I making sense, Michael? PJ?
Yes, absolutely. You're explaining it brilliantly.
Okay, I'm trying to make it as concise as I can for the guys. Oh, okay, this is the same one. This is just where I show the actual... Have you seen Kiki's ass sea bass? I haven't seen him for a while.
Who, sorry?
Kiki's ass sea bass. He's just disappeared for a while again.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a little while.
I was thinking the other day, he's just disappeared again for a while. Okay, Dustin Bones 2. Where can I educate myself on optical drop? Please provide me with some reading material. You're busy getting educated right now, Dustin Bones. How's that sound? It's called
That sounds good.
It's called perspective. Hey, Drunkenberg,
I
good
like.
to see you. Tariq, good to see you, mate.
I like FB Pilot's comment.
Jolly man.
Of course, airplanes always fly level around the Earth's curvature, so his level is curved as well.
Yeah, and then can you please tell us how horizontal curves, FE pilot? Level to what? Mean sea level. Mean sea level is a horizontal plane, by the way. I might have to download videos again. Oh man, it sucks. It's only when I stream this happens. I think I might need to get more memory. Maybe that's the problem. But I mean, every time I go on my schematics, it shows it works optimally. So I don't know why. I did a presentation a while ago where I showed the relationships of when you change elevations relative to objects. I still did this at work the once. The people looked at me like I was crazy. I'm walking with my camera up and down, left and right, back and forward. But I'm going to quickly download it. There we go, this one.
I thought it was level to gravity. What the hell does that mean?
How can you be level to gravity?
Yeah, what does that mean? I mean, I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
YouTube download.
Is that ranty?
Locally flat. So while I'm downloading it, how did you always understand optical drop? PJ?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. How do I I just understand it as perspective. If something's going away from you, it gets smaller. It gets smaller, and so it converges into a smaller line. Like I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it gets smaller. As things go away from you, they get smaller. So it's bound to drop from your eye line if it's getting smaller. Do you know what I mean? It's shrinking. Not physically shrinking, but optically. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just an optical illusion.
To me, it's just part of perspective. You know.
Yeah, but this is when the globies come and say, but the sun and the moon, they don't change angular size. Then we tell them, but why are you ignoring parallax?
Yeah, parallax, exactly.
Because it's so far away, it's not really going to change angular size that much. Exactly what we see.
I mean, didn't Jay Tolan actually do a little thing on the sun where he did see a little bit of angular shrinkage?
Yeah, it's very minimal though. That's what I said.
Yeah, little, yeah, very small. Yeah.
If you don't use a solar filter, then you don't see you can see the shrinkage because of atmospheric effects, you know, because there's magnifications and grows and it gets smaller and stuff. But if you use a solar filter, then it's going to kind of cancel that out, because then you can see through everything. But that then shows, like I'm saying, it shows the parallax, and because it's so far away, you're not really going to see the angular size change. When you're sitting, let's say, out on a porch and you're looking out, like me, there's mountains all around me, and I'm looking at a mountain and it's, let's say, 100 kilometers away compared to one that's 20 kilometers away, and I drive away now. Which one is going to become smaller in angular size first? Obviously the one that's closer, the 20 kilometer one, compared to the 100 kilometer one, because the distance percentage that I'm traveling between from the 20 kilometer and the 100 kilometer is different. It's a much larger distance that I need to travel to have the same percentage change for the further one than the closer one. This is parallax, because you're having two different observational points to that object. So then it seems that it's not changing angular size because it's just too far away. That's why things in the distance, it doesn't really look like it's moving.
That's right, yeah.
That's why something looks like it's moving faster when it's closer to you and slower when it's further away, because the distance to you, that percentage is what gives it away. Well, anyway, guys.
That,
Yeah.
that short video that Michael shared earlier in Element was quite good for power.
Oh, yeah, it was
showing
very
power.
good, yeah. You guys might want to watch
Yeah.
it from BML69. He brought an awesome parallax video out today as well. You might want to watch that. Okay, so this was me trying to explain stuff. I got 3 poles here. All the same level, got the same stickers at the same what's the names. There's a hydraulic pump that I'm taking the reference off. Let's pause it here. Okay. So you got a purple square. It's the space that the shade net has dropped into the distance. So you see that's the shade net down the back there. There's a shade net. This is the reference to this hydraulic press. The green line is the bottom line of the top stripe. You see the top stripe there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the top stripe, the bottom line. The yellow line is the bottom of the second line. The orange is the bottom of the bottom line, and the red is obviously the floor. Now, this is the difference when it's low down or high up. Remember, it's exactly the same distance. I've just changed elevation. Remember, this is a flat floor, guys. It's not curving. Okay, it's flat. Look when I changed elevation. This line was touching there when I was standing. When I was down, look, it's raised away from it. You see that? It's got a gap.
Yep.
Same with there, but it's got a larger gap. See, a larger gap than that. You see, the compression is different. Why? Because of my eye level. Everything has a different percentage to converge because of your field of view. The same now the green, even a larger distance away. But the back one, check there. Look, when this was the top. You see, it's touching the top of that that hydraulic press, and it's going to that green shade net. What happened when I dropped? Look how it's dropped away. Here's the green shade net now, underneath that same block. Does that look like it's dropped into the horizon just because I've dropped my elevation? This is the same green shade net that was above the purple line when I was standing up. You see that? And I didn't change distance. I only changed elevation.
Yep.
Yep, tip for artists. An essential perspective tip for artists. Exactly, Abaddon, good to see you. Glad you can make it. The only difference is when you study art, perspective drawing, it's not actually the same as what you see in reality. Perspective art or drawing is taken to try and mimic what you see in reality. So in other words, you would take a focus point, which would be your eye level, and you would have what you call focus points, and that all those focus points goes to that convergence of that focus. So that's why you have 2 point, 3 point, or 1 point convergence, and that's how it works with drawing perspective. But when it comes to optical, it's still based on the same principles. It converges to it, but you have to take into consideration now you're looking into a 3D reality that is having compressions, and let's say in some places refraction. You know, there's a lot of optical phenomena that you have to take into account when you're looking out in reality in 3 dimensions. Perspective is actually just a 2-dimensional drawing trying to make it look 3-dimensional, in other words.
Yeah.
Not sure it was Godzilla 37. Thank you again, Godzilla 37, for gifting the memberships. Really, really do appreciate it, mate. Okay, before we go on, 52 votes. Do you understand optical drop? Yes, 52%. No, 37%. Almost, I guess, 12%. It's good to see so much people are getting it. Okay, let's move on. Now I'm going to go and move closer. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to move to the pole now. Now you see that's the second pole is showing there. Now we're going to see what happens when I move closer, and we're still going to take reference to that same shade net with a hydraulic pump. Okay, I'm standing up. I'm moving closer. I don't know how much more concise I can make this for ballers. There's no earth curve here, guys. None whatsoever, okay? The only curves you see is in that bucky that's got no panels on at the moment. Okay, so we're dropping. I was up Y, I'm dropping. You see, as I'm dropping, look how the shade net is dropping behind that pump. Now I'm on the ground again. Now let's compare it again. I'm going up again. Oh, is it raising behind a curve? Or is it just me pushing the field of view out further? It's just me pushing the field out further. I agree, Charlie Girl. I don't like that name either. If you just knew what Abaddon means. Okay, so let's look at that. It's the same thing. You can see the poles. They just change totally. It's like it compresses into the distance. The lower you go, it compresses. So that's why when we're so low on the ground, that's why when you take large observations, like further away, the further away it is, the more it seems to be going into the ocean. It's because of this. It's just compressing into the convergence zone. It's not going behind a curve. That optical drop we see here, what I'm calling, because that's optical drop. Look there. This is that first block we saw when we started. Look at it. Look at the difference. That's what we see. I mean, this shade net is, let's say, a whole cursor head above. Now when I've dropped, it's now, that's how it was, 1, 2, 3 cursors above, now below. It's a whole extra cursor below that block now. Just because I dropped in elevation on a what? Flat surface. It's a cement flat surface, guys. Not curving cement, okay? Anyway, how much curve should I see that close in the globe Earth model anyway? Should you see that much? Should you see that curve? No. The equatorial bulge is very smooth. It's not a problem. There's no such thing as equatorial bulge, pilot. And you do know 21 kilometers difference takes your level argument to the center of Earth and throws it in the rubbish bin, because then it is higher or lower than another part. And I've tried to explain this to globies all the time. Okay, so I'm dropping in. See how it's dropping. It's that shade net is dropping and dropping closer to the ground. You see, look at that. It's got further away again. It's very simple. It's touching the top of that hydraulic press. Where's the top of the hydraulic press? Just because I've dropped in elevation this high. Look how it is now. 1, 2, about 3. It's literally so, yeah. It's as simple as that. Why? Because this now has a much larger angular size than the back there. This is what I say when you are limiting angle. See how compressed this bottom of the jack is. Look at that. Look how long it is when I'm high up. But look, as soon as I drop, how compressed it is in my view. This is exactly what's happening with the ocean, with the floor. It's larger. It's converging upwards into the convergence zone. And that's why it occults whatever in the back. Hence why the waters have little bulges or waves or something, is just optically occulting the bottom of the ships. It's not physically doing it, it's optically doing it because of our angle that is limited to the object. And guys, that is about it for optical drop. I don't know how much more simple I can make it. Let's see if I can bring where I oh yeah, this was on the same video. Yeah, wait, I'm going to show that as well quickly. Sorry, guys. Downloads. I'm going to show that because that was quite cool. This was from Bearded Devil trying to disprove me. Are you guys still keeping up, understanding what's going on? I hope so. It's sort of like I'm losing everybody because I think they're all talking to FE Pilot.
Yeah, he's coming out with some things.
Okay, guys. So yeah, he's trying to explain things. Now look at this. You can obviously there's like a refraction band here going on. Correct? Now that's like an effect. You see, it almost gives it like a mirror on the horizontal. Remember, this is a porch. How can I put it? Wall. And you know those things are horizontal. It's not curving.
If you play level is not flat.
Is level not flat if you pilot?
Level's not flat, no. You can't, it's definitely not flat. It's just, oh. How many times?
I'm going to show this again. Level. A horizontal plane or line with respect to the distance or below a given point. The front garden on a level with its floor. Okay. Let's go. Having a flat horizontal surface. So you're saying the adjective is wrong now, if you pilot. Having the same height as someone or something else. Giving a flat and even surface to. Leveling the ground. You know what contractors do? They level the ground. So they make it flat and even. They make a horizontal level. So what do you have to say about that, FE pilot? Okay. So anyway, you see this in, let's say in real life, you still have to account for optical effects like this with the convergence, with everything that's happening. See now, look at that. It's literally dancing around on a horizontal. As he brings it closer, you can see it now. But when he moves away, it takes away this. Then you can't see the tires. Now that's just one optical effect that you have to talk about. But like I said, it all converges. This isn't physically blocking it. It's an optical effect. Okay. Let's see if I can quickly find that video I was looking for. Who is watching this to laugh at him? Jamie Powell, yeah. You want to laugh? Come and talk to me. Let's see who's laughing at who. Come.
You can talk to you after it's been on the timeout.
It's amazing how they want to laugh at me because they don't have any argument to this. They literally don't have anything but, no, you don't understand. Yeah, I explained it with angular compression. I'm going to download this as well. Oh man, I copied the same one over. Okay, copy, paste, download. There we go. Omo, I don't need to buy Omo. Okay. Any questions, anyone? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with that, definitely. I mean, I think it's quite the way you explain it's brilliant. I couldn't explain it like you. I mean, it's quite an easy concept to get in your head. It's just I wouldn't find it easy like you to explain it. I think you've done brilliantly.
I'm glad you're getting it because I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for someone to understand. Unfortunately, to do that, I have to make it boring. But yeah, okay. FE pilot, an airliner goes over 7.5 degrees of curvature per hour. Is that so? Would you please give us the data for that? Where is your pitch data, please? We've asked Wolfie for the pitch data for quite a few years now, and he refuses to give it to us. He says you can't get it. Every airline we've asked, they said you can't get it. You know why? Because you don't fly over curve. You can't get pitch data because you're not adjusting for pitch. You're literally flying level. Dust and Bones, just documents of optical drop. If it's available. No, unfortunately it's not available because the narrative today is its physical curve. It's as simple as that. So we're kind of going against the pseudoscience of today's belief when we bring this up. That's why there's no documentation. But I am busy I am planning on writing a book on perspective and optical drop, guys. So do stay tuned that. I want to release it this year. It's going to be a book. The Flatzoid, right? I'm going to call it Dr. Flatzoid's optical drop. How's that sound?
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds brilliant. Sounds like a bestseller.
Yeah, 46 feet a second into the break, exactly. I've never ever felt falling 46 feet a second when I'm flying an aeroplane. So that's just nonsense.
Yeah, you would definitely feel that.
You see, every pilot agrees. Pitch data, lol, we are always level. Exactly, always level. So you're not going around curvature.
Oh, that is just an oxymoron. How can you have a level around curvature? I don't
You
get
can
that.
literally
it's
go.
an oxymoron.
Uh-huh. Oh man, okay, let's carry on with this. Okay, so this is me. I'm in my spray booth. I'm showing you angular compression. I wanted the sound, but this sounds so useless. Part 2. Oh, sorry guys, this is when my mic was still useless. So I really struggled with the sound. So I'm gonna see if I can explain it as good as I can doing this way. Anyway, I'm saying it's angular compression. This is part 2. This is in the spray booth. This is against the wall, and this is lights on the ceiling parts. Okay. Angular compression. The larger angle is always the most predominant. That's what I was saying. Like the floor, that's the most predominant. Why? Because it's closer to you, and it takes up the larger field in your field of view. Angles diminish on the vertical axis. Just like I was showing you where it compresses into the floor, like with that shade net. That's what I was meaning. It diminishes into the vertical axis because it's compressing into that convergence zone. Angles are always limited. Exactly, you always have a limit to an angle, a limit to anything in real life. If you think there's no limit to anything, then you must go get your head checked. All observations are optical, and thus the perception is always angular. Sorry, Bev. Yes, this statement holds true. All observations are optical. We're using our eyes. You use a camera, you use a theodolite, you use a telescope. It's optical instrument. So you always perceive everything through angles. Everything is created using angles. Heck, my nail has an angle to it. So angles matter. Angles are dictated by variables such as optical phenomena, altitude, angle of incidence, and the distance. Just like I've been explaining, you saw what happened when I moved closer and further away, how much more or less compression there was in the object, how much more or less optical drop there was, and how much easier it was for the angle to get limited. The surface deck, which is the floor, is always the largest angle to the observer's convergence point, like I was explaining. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go. It's still me explaining it, so I'm just trying to forward it a bit. Let's see how the thing's looking. 58 votes. Do you understand optical drop? Yes, 55%. No, 34%. Almost, I guess, 10%. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's actually a very easy concept to understand. Terra firma, yeah. Earth is just sand, guys. It's just dust. From dust you came, to dust you will go. That's actually just Earth is. Seeking Stillwalker, good to see you. Okay. See, I've shown marks on the wall. Literally, I'm not walking. I'm not walking on the wall, guys. I'm not defying what you call gravity. I'm just holding the camera up sideways. Okay. Okay. So I'm dropping it. Now you can't see those cracks in the difference. You see there? As I raise in altitude, it's coming into view. Why? Because I'm pushing the field of view out further. It's compressing as I drop in altitude. It's all just perspective, guys. The larger angle will always have what we call the diffracted limit. So everything else is going to diffract into the larger angle. You see, as I'm going up, it's just coming into view. It's as simple as that. It's going out of view, out of view because the angle is limited. So what did we just observe? 6 panels of equal dimensions showing the further panels diminishing into the closer panels view. Just like we see in perspective, the things will compress into one another on the vertical and the horizontal. The 2 closest panels could be resolved the most out of the 6 panels. Why? Because they were closer to us, so they got a larger angle. The masking tape markers also compressed into the larger angles. Yep, the angle adjacent to the axis that has the largest angle has the observed angular compression. Whew. It's quite hot here again tonight. Let's see, Charlie Gill, I want to thank you for your excellent explanation. You work hard and really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for coming.
Charlie Gill's cool. She's a good kid.
Okay, let's carry on. I'm glad you guys are understanding that. That's my main objective, is just to get the people to understand what optical drop is, how it works. It's actually a very simple thing.
Do you have measurements for flatness?
You can't measure
Yes,
flat.
0 degrees. 0 degrees is flat.
Exactly. You don't actually have measurements for flat. The only measurements for flat we have is surveying. So they have a horizontal baseline, and then they measure slope, angles, or inclines off that horizontal. There we go. Better Than Gold, good to see you. Thank you for coming. I legit thought optical drop was going to be about the observable water droplets and their surface tension. Good one, man. Exactly. Differential leveling, planar surveying, applied building. Exactly. Okay. So we just saw this. And okay. So now I'm doing it with the lights as well, guys. Now note the lights are, I think they're about almost 5 centimeters away from the wall. They embossed outwards, you could say 5 centimeters out the wall. Now look there where I am now. You can only see the one that's closest to me, correct? You can't see any other lights. If you just had to see this now for the first time with coming, and I asked you, how much lights do you see here on the floor? PJ, what would your answer be?
Sorry, I'm still on catch up. I'm sorry, I was typing something. 2 seconds.
Well, anyway, you would probably answer 2 because you only see 2 light sources from you. And
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2. Now,
I get you now.
Yeah, now let's imagine you are on the sea, by the sea. You are standing with your camera, you are looking far out to the sea. Look where my limit is. It's there. That's my limit. But the wall still carries on. There's still more lights further away than what my horizon is. It's optical. It's an apparent position. It's an apparent horizon. It's still going on further. So if I'm going to raise in altitude, I'm going to push. I'm going to push it out. See, there we go. Just raising in altitude. Am I looking over a curve now? Or am I just pushing my field of view out further over the horizontal? I'm pushing it out further. That's why I love this so much. You can see how it's compressing into the distance. The higher I go up, the less compression I'm getting. The lower I go, the more compression I'm getting. It has diffracted. You only see 1 light source, but there's more. There's still 4 more lights there that are compressed into 1 image. And look how small it is, like just a thin little line. This alone debunks any argument that Baller comes and says you can't get optical drop on a flat surface, because this proves without a shadow of a doubt that it is only optical and not physical. If I had to stick a little mannequin there or a ship or something, and we go up, we see the bottom of it, and as soon as I drop and we don't see the bottom of it anymore, it exactly demonstrates what we see on the ocean with a ship. I can't make it more clear than that. So, Globies, you wanted flat earth evidence? Here's your flat earth evidence. Go and debunk it. I dare you. Go and debunk it. Level is problem on a globe because level requires a horizontal, flat, level line. No place higher from one point to another. Every point on a globe has a new tangent. It has a new point. It cannot have a horizontal. There's no horizontals on a globe. These guys are morons. Yeah.
I just don't understand how they think level is curved. I don't get it. I mean, it's. I've always been taught that level is horizontal. Does that mean it's flat? It's simple. I don't get why they think it's curved. They've changed the meaning to suit their narrative, you know?
Exactly. So my daughter just threw up. Not feeling too well. So I have some things to clean up after the stream. My wife doesn't have a strong stomach for that. So it's up to me. Let's see. Okay, so this was just me trying to explain it in type of orthographic view. Do note this doesn't take perspective into account, but I was just trying to explain as it gets away, it limits it, it pushes the field of view out. Like this is the guy to the statue. To this point, you see, let's say it's blocked up there and it's blocked up there. This is a small distance. Now, as soon as that same statue moves away, it's getting smaller in angular size, but stays the same size. Look at the angle difference to the top and to there compared to that and to that. You see how much difference that is. That's compression rate. So I'm going to draw it out more in a... It's going to pop up now for you guys. Exactly. The province I live in is a flat bottom. I mean, I don't know if you guys know. There's a part here where my wife comes from, Clarksop. They call it the Platteland. It's called flatland in English, for a reason, because it looks flat. Everything is flat, and it's ground that's flat, guys. Just for miles and miles and miles, no curve to be seen. There's no curve, you people. Look at this Bolivian salt flats, for Pete's sake. Look at the railways. Look at the locks, the waters. I mean, 27 miles of water that doesn't curve. How about the Nile River?
Johnny Man's put some measurements down for them.
It is their scientism, exactly. It is their scientism.
Exactly.
If you guys notice, all you guys are getting from the Globe Defenders now is just denying what level is. That's all we're getting. Yes, level land. Exactly, if you pilot level, horizontal. Great. Okay, I'm trying to get where it's doing the drawing. Okay, here we go. So the decks are the larger angles when close to the observer. So this blue block that I put here is showing the angle towards it there. As soon as it goes away, it's now orange. So you can plus this whole triangle to show it's getting compressed. You see this angle here is getting smaller as it moves away. This angle towards the from the face to the floor. So imagine a remember when you were small you did like a crocodile hand thing where you went like this? It's the same effect. The further away it's getting, the further away it's getting, imagine your hands are closing towards each other. It's getting smaller and smaller. You see, that's what I'm trying to show you. It's getting smaller and smaller. So the smaller it's getting, the larger this distance, this angle is getting, you understand? And because these angles are getting smaller in angular size, this larger angle will diffract over the smaller angle, the bottom. And that's why it's called the limiting angle. So you're looking into the distance, it's just compressing over the distance in angles, that's all. So it looks like sky is converging down, and everything on the bottom is converging up. And that was about it. Oh wait, let me just see. Oh yeah. This is why you get sunrise and sunsets, because it's simply moving above you. See how it's coming towards you. Very simple stuff, guys. Look how it's coming towards you. It literally looks like it was growing in angular size too, but like I said, now if you had to use a solar filter, you won't really see that because it's so far away. It's called parallax. But look at that, just because the atmosphere. Oh, awesome, beautiful stuff. Closer and further away over a horizontal plane. It looks like it's dropping over the horizon, but it's not. It's simply moving into the compression, into the convergence zone.
And it actually, I mean, the sun there actually looks like that. It doesn't look like it's going over a curve or we're spinning, so it's moving away from us. It actually looks like what you're saying, you know?
Yep. And yeah, as I'm showing with the ship, is the same thing. You're going to see now. At the end of the day, all globies, all you guys do is take this optical effect and you claim it to be physical curve. That's all you're doing. And that's why you don't have a radius, because it's optical that keeps changing. Look at that. You see the difference in angle size? It looks like the ones below curve. Now, remember I just showed you with the lights? Why? Because it's compressing into the convergence zone. The floor, the water, is the limiting angle. It's got the largest angle. That's why this one looks higher than this one. You see? Do you see? Look at that. I mean, those doors is actually quite higher than the sail of this boat in real life, if they had to stand next to each other. But the angular size of the boat has changed so much because it's gone so far away. And the bottom is occulted due to the compression into the limited angle, which gives optical drop. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just shown,
unbelievable. Yep, over the curve. Oh my God.
We've literally just proven that all globies that defend Earth curve are just defending optical drop and claiming it to be physical. That's all. They're ignoring reality because they think it's physical because of a belief they have. Well, again, thank you guys for coming. I really do appreciate you all being here. I enjoyed it so far. Can you believe we've already been going on for an hour and a half? I didn't know.
What? Seriously, you've been on for an hour and a half already?
Yeah, almost. That's crazy.
Wow, no way. I just thought we just started.
Oh, no, wait. An hour, just over an hour and 10 minutes. Because I started quarter past.
Oh, yeah.
I started quarter past.
Quarter past, wasn't it? Yeah.
But I can't believe it's already so long.
Crazy, yeah.
Game over. Exactly, Alan. Game over. So, Globies, what do you have to say for yourself? So that's why the black swan is so deadly for them, and the 11 frames debacle, because as soon as they say refraction, or you took away frames to take Earth curve away, they literally conceding taking optical effects away is physical. So they conceding their curve is nothing but physical, nothing but optical, because they think their physical curve is optical. The optical curve is physical. That's right. So yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? Because it was either this or gas pressure. So tomorrow night's probably going to be gas pressure.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night will be gas pressure, guys. Because a lot of people telling me, oh, you don't understand thermodynamics, you don't understand gas pressure. And they come and ask me stupid questions like, in Death Valley, it has about the same same pressure as in Siberia, where in Siberia is minus 50 degrees. Then I try and explain to them, yes, pressure and volume are inversely proportional. In Death Valley, it's more compact. So the gas is more to hit, so you get more pressure, you know? So it's got pressure to it. Now, what happens when you go to Siberia? It's more wide open, but it's much colder, so the gas doesn't move as fast. You understand? So, what's going to happen? It's going to have relative the same. The larger the volume, the lower the pressure. The smaller the volume, the larger the pressure. Now, if you have pressure differentials, it's going to change that as well. That's why they hate the gas law, the ideal gas law, so much. I mean, I literally had someone telling me Boyle's law comes off the gas law. No. And telling me I'm ignorant because I said no. Boyle's law, the ideal gas law, is a conglomerate of all gas laws. That's why I like the ideal gas law so much, because you can explain all gas laws through the ideal gas law. And yes, I have done actual presentations on the ideal gas law and stuff, so I think I do know what I'm talking about.
George's stupid question. Why would a table make objects disappear bottom up after just a couple of feet, but the flat earth takes miles to do so? They're different sizes, different angular sizes.
Didn't you just watch the video I just showed before, you know, on that flat aluminium bar? How far was that away from me? My channel is littered with this, by the way, dude. You can go on my channel if you want to, and you can see many demonstrations of this happening. Heck, we even had streams where we're laughing at Globers validating this when they're trying to disprove me by doing the demonstrations for me, by showing bottom-up obstruction on flat surfaces. There we go. Remember, I just showed that? Yeah.
And they think they're debunking you when they're actually proving you.
Exactly. They're literally showing me correct and thinking they are showing me wrong. It's actually very funny. Yeah. Let's look for some of them. Why not? Whew. Oh, there's the one presentation as well, under pressure. Really enjoyed that.
I'll be back in a sec. But
Okay.
I've got to go to the toilet.
Shot, mate. Here we go. Here's the one guy. I think this was me first demonstrating it, and then there was another guy that demonstrated afterwards. So I've just logged in. Sunrise lighting up Mount Everest, for example. Top down. Inversely square law disproves the sunrise perspective argument. That's false, dude. It doesn't disprove anything. I've actually done demonstrations where you see it top down. I've actually done videos and explained why the sun would be on the top instead of the bottom, because it moves away. Remember, if something's moving away at the same altitude, that sunlight is still going to hit the top first before the bottom, because the further it moves away, then there's mountains in the way and stuff in the way, you know. It occults it because of the limiting angle. Yeah. Okay. This is a wall, by the way, guys. You see that portrait hanging there? This is a wall. Is it a far distance? No, and I'm getting bottom-up obstruction. I'm not going to download it just to show. But you're going to get the gist of it. Which really shows these ballers have nothing. Whew. Yeah, so Everest isn't part of a mountain range. Oh man. Let's do it this way. ZA, you from Cape Town. Have you been on Table Mountain before? Obviously, probably. And you've looked out at the ocean. Why does it look like when you're so high up, looking at the ocean, you see the ships seeming as the further they are, the higher they are? Ever thought of that? If you're on a globe, they're supposed to be looking like they're going lower, not higher. If you don't know what I mean, see, this was just the optical drop I explained, if you guys didn't see it. Ships on the ocean in the distance. Caps lock can go off actually. Or should I say many ships? There we go, even this will work perfect. There we go. Think you get the images. Oh, let's try one that doesn't have any writing in front of it. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to buy it, I just want to see. Okay, guys. Look now, this is sort of like you would see on top of Table Mountain, ZA. When you're looking out, look at the ships. Look how they look like they are having an apparent altitude raise. Look how far that one is. Look how much higher it appears to be than this ship. On a globe, it should be falling away, not rising up. Why is this? Because we have what we call perspective. You understand? Things go into the convergence zone. You wouldn't have the same convergence on a globe because it would literally be over a physical curve. And I can guarantee you on this photo, this is easily very far away, that you should not even see that globe according to your curve. I mean, you can tell that. That's flipping far away. Sorry, I'm distracted.
What pictures are we looking at now? What's that? Some ships.
Yeah. Do you see this far ship? It's like a little white speck on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
On a ball. Shouldn't that be lower or not seen at all compared to this ship here?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it going up? That's because it's a flat horizontal surface. It's a flat horizontal plane. It's going to the convergence zone. It's because of perspective. On a ball, this would not work. Yeah, this would not work on a ball. It's supposed to be falling away. None of these ships are falling away. In matter of fact, they're all staying horizontal, looking like they are going up into the convergence zone.
And the angle to your eyesight as well would be, like, if it's going over a curve, then they've got to be angled forward. They've got to be leaning away from you, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But we never see any of that. Never see that.
So Globies, explain this one as well, please. This says it rises due to the immediate perspective, just like I said. But this wouldn't work on a ball. You wouldn't have this on a ball. That falling away, you know that falling away you would have? You would have a half a ship here and no ship there, or just, you understand? You see all the ships. There's no falling away of this ball here, and this is easily a very large distance that you would have easily, let's say, a mountain of drop. Get it? That ball on that ship on that horizon, or that one, should not even have a speck. You shouldn't even be able to see it because you'd be away behind your curve. There's only so much you can see around a curve, no matter how high you go. The problem, the paradox they sit with on a ball, the higher you go, the further that object is going to be going around the ball from them. So it's going to be going around, it's falling more and more away as they're rising up. So it's actually cancelling it out to a point. As soon as it gets to that limit, it's going to go behind that they can't see it anymore because their angle towards the ball has overtaken where the ship is on their curve. And you never ever see that ever in reality. No matter the elevation you go, no matter the distance you are, you never see that. I'm sorry guys, no matter what argument you're going to bring for Earth curve, it's just not there. That's about it.
That was good. Well, the way you portrayed it, conveyed it, it was good. Yeah, I mean, I understand it absolutely, but I can't explain it the way you did. You know, I'd be tripping over my words. Like, I would have to sit and think and write out something for a little while. But you explained it perfectly. You teach well, you know.
I'm glad I explained it well enough for you to understand.
Cool.
See, guys, look at this. Now they're saying this is Earth curve. You see what I'm saying? But like I just explained, what happens when you're going to raise in altitude? Exactly what I showed you with those floor lights, the wall lights on the spray booth. Exactly. Look how it's compressing. This looks very close to one another. Just like this looks closer, then this is close to each other. Why? Because it's compressing into the convergent zone. It's the limiting angle. It's got what we call optical drop. So does anybody want to come in for a chat, maybe for the last half an hour or something? Let me know.
That'd be cool.
Let me maybe stick the Discord chat in. I did explain. Oh, no, okay. Just get the Discord chat quickly. Discord link.
No
Discord.
Michael tonight, then?
No.
Do we know what happened to him, or is he's not turned up?
He just need to. I don't know. Shame. Let him rest, dude.
Yeah.
I think the Bev thing pissed him off.
Yeah, I think so. It looked like it earlier, yeah.
But that's what I said. I just don't bother with him though. I just ignore him.
So I mean, I haven't had anything to do with since Brandon's, you know. So I don't know what he's saying, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, I used to hang out all the time on Bev and them, and it used to be nice and fun and stuff until it just carried on saying the same stuff, repeating the same stuff, and I ended up getting bored and just left, did my own thing. And now with hearing the whole time that he's just angles don't matter, angles don't do nothing, it's just wrong.
So is he still a flat earther or what?
He's never flat. No, he was never a flat earther. That I know. He's always claimed to not be a flat earther.
Right. Okay, I always thought he was. To be honest.
He says,
right, okay.
look, the thing is, he says the Earth is a horizontal plane, stationary horizontal plane.
Yeah.
Which is actually flat Earth. I mean, in the beginning, I also didn't want to be labeled a flat earther, but I just took it at the end of the day and said, yeah, fine, call me a flat earther because it pisses off the anti-flat earthers. But he doesn't even want to go that route. But now, the way he's going, it's almost like he's making flat earthers look dishonest. You understand? Because he's trying to show, almost like he's ashamed to be called a flat earther.
Right, okay. Still going through cognitive dissonance.
So, I'm not gonna change anything. That's what I said, I'll just leave him rather. If he wants to be that way.
I couldn't imagine going back to being a globe. I could not see any way how it could happen. You know, I mean, I just don't. Once you see the truth, you can't then deny it. You know, it's like the same as Jesus, I suppose. Once you know, you can't then deny him. You know, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, no, that's true. Guys, I put the Discord link in chat if anybody wants to come and chat. Come on, we can go on about. There must be somebody that wants to try and debunk optical curve, yeah? You guys are so clever. Come on. There has to be something. You guys wanted me to present flat earth evidence. There's your flat earth evidence.
I mean, 33% said no, so in the poll, so one of them 33% surely could come on. I think they're intimidated by your flats.
I wouldn't be surprised. But most of them are just.
Well, I wouldn't like you to be my opponent.
I'm not that bad. Come on.
I let people talk. But you know what you're talking about, and you know how to do it. You know, it's like you've done this all your life, and it's only been 7-8 years.
Yeah. I think it's because I got a passion for it, and I am a guy that likes how can I say it? I like researching things.
Absolutely.
I've always researched. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't really like reading books, but I was always stuck into, like the science magazines and everything. And that's what I always was interested in. So, what can I do? But I just don't understand. And when come explain to me what I don't understand, then it's no, you don't understand. I say, okay, then come explain to me. No, I wouldn't dare go on a flat earthers channel. Make excuses for everything. But they're what you call chat skanks, keyboard warriors. They were just they badmouth you as much as they can with making idiotic arguments up in chat. But as soon as you actually say, okay, come, be a man or a woman, doesn't matter, just come and talk to me. Be a grown up. Come talk to me, converse with me so we can talk, man. Explain to me what I'm wrong with and we can converse about it. But they're too scared to do that.
That's it. It's just, I don't understand it. Like you said, they'll sit there being keyboard warriors and giving you all the spiel with words over typing, but they won't come on and talk about it. It's just, I don't understand.
Yeah, but you see, they play like they know. They're Dunning-Kruger kings. They do the Simon Dan thing. Sit behind his safety of his channel, be scripted. Just say nah, and his gullible audience will just follow it. He didn't actually give a rebuttal. And then when challenged to actually come and rebut, runs away like a chicken.
Exactly.
I'm still waiting for Dave also. I mean, if Dave was brave enough to take on Dave Weiss, come on, why can't he take on little old channel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I know, because I actually know a thing or two.
Should play. You got it?
Oh, my child just fell off the couch. 2 seconds.
Oh, I thought it was a bit of equipment.
Oh. Ay. Okay, the ISS doesn't change size either. Exactly, woman. The ISS doesn't change size. Why is that? Oh, because maybe it's high enough not to. This is the same with airplanes. If you guys haven't noticed, that's how I'll try to explain with parallax. If you have a airplane flying, let's say at 20,000 feet, and you have another one flying above it at 40,000 feet, just to be 40,000, even 50,000, doesn't matter. And they're flying at exactly the same time. And they're going. The one's angular size is going to change less than the other one. And the one's going to look like it's traveling faster than the other one. But they're going the same speed, and they're going exactly the same elevations, the same distance away from you as well. The one will change angular size quicker and also look faster to you. Why? Because of parallax. No globies want to come and talk to me. Why is that? Oh yeah, by the way, Furry Pilot? He made a claim today that he studied aeronautics.
Oh.
But the poople doesn't even know that the atmosphere is gas pressure. He doesn't know the atmosphere is comprised of gas, but he was studied aero engineering. How the hell do you do that? He doesn't even know what pressure is. He says area has got nothing to do with pressure. Surface area has got nothing to do with pressure. Then what the hell is pressure? Pressure equals the force on the surface area. That's what a flippin' pressure is. But he says it's got nothing to do with it. But he trained in aerospace engineering. Yeah. How do you know someone's lying? When they talk shit like that. Just like I don't believe Professor Fulbell is a professor. Because he thinks many things. I'm not going to say anything because I'm trying to keep the comments for that show when we're going to do Dafty of the Year. I got so much of them already, guys. I got so much comments for DFOYT of the Year. I can't enter chat. I'm sorry, dude. If they keep banning you, I can't help it. Maybe come in with another account then, Zedo. It's like maybe because they see your name, they just say, let go of the guy. Yep, God is awesome. He's amazing. I 100% agree, Charlie Girl. The poser pilot is a liar. Exactly, into the break. He's in a lot of cognitive dissonance. Effie pilot has issues.
Definitely.
Why do you think
he thinks he's a pilot, but he doesn't know how to fly a plane?
As far as I know, he's still training.
Okay.
But the thing is, why does he call himself Effie pilot in the first instance?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a reason, guys, because he actually knows it's flat, but he's fighting with himself to keep it a globe in his mind. That's why he has to fight level, has to curve. No matter what you're going to present, he's always just going to think, it has to be a curve, it has to be a globe. Going to ignore every evidence presented. Why? Because of my belief. And unfortunately, that's how it works with all these, what's it? Yes, hey Andre Lacoste, sorry, I still haven't got to the captions and stuff. I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm trying to find an easy way to do it. The 1.22 is simply just the observer's height in feet. Actually, it's based on their Earth curve calculator. But, funny enough, it coincides with the 1.22 to the resolution of your eyes. That's how it works. I mean, that's why we have the diffraction limit. So, how can you put it? Actually, they're just hijacking optical, like I said, to make it physical. Hey Gary Wybenga, good to see you. Ships become out-resolved bottom first because the angular compression and Rayleigh criterion effects. Exactly, Gary. I don't know if you were here from the beginning, Gary, but maybe you want to watch it from the beginning, the stream, when it's done. I did show some demonstrations and explained it with my presentations and stuff. So, yeah. I hope the people got it. PJ said I explained it thoroughly enough, so if he's happy with it, then I'm happy.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, you'd make a good teacher. I don't care what any.
I don't know about that. I'll probably throttle the kid. It's like, just listen to me.
I think you would. I think you'd make a good teacher. Ooh. And if the Globers want to dispute that, then they can. But yeah, that's my opinion on it, and I'm not change it.
Well, as long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you all for coming. Please just hit the like button and share. Really appreciate it. So yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be doing gas pressure, gas behavior. I think that's going to be a cool one to do.
Cool. It'll get a few the Globers in trolling again, I think. But I mean, the amount of people coming into chat is getting more and more each time. I mean, it's down to 34 now, but yesterday it was up to like 60.
It was 63. It was 63. Well, earlier now it was up to 52 while I was doing the presentation. So, but yeah, I mean, we're just having dead time now, just talking. So it's amazing that there's still 30 some odd people talking. Hey LSG, good to see you. Yeah, mate, you missed the whole presentation. Sorry. Flathead, awesome. All receding parallel lines converge to a point on the horizontal line as orthogonal lines. Exactly. Guys, that's all we have to get it to the globes to understand. Because they love strawmanning us. So you say parallel lines converge. No, that's not what we're saying. Optically, they have the convergence zone. Parallel lines always stay parallel. They just, because it's moving out in the field of view, they're compressing into the convergence zone. As simple as that. Horizons are simple optical limits because of acute visual angles to the surface, which increasingly compresses and foreshortens information in the surface until you look at it like a line across the field of view. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. That's one thing Gary Wybenga also understands 100%. It's just foreshortening.
Well said, Barry. Well said, man.
Like I said, foreshortening. I did too. You always go live during my nap time. Sorry, Moomin. This whole week, for now, it's probably going to be at 9 o'clock my time. So it's going to be same time tomorrow night again.
7 o'clock for me.
Penny Lane. After 3 shots of tequila, my optics drop off. That's a good one. Yeah, you have 3 convergence zones then.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only time the earth does spin after a few tequilas.
ZA, I wouldn't mind if you create a new account, because the thing is they keep blocking that account from you for some reason. So it's not trolling. I'm telling you, create a new account, and if you want to, it's just going to be easier than trying to unblock you every 5 minutes.
Is that on Discord he's on about?
On Discord, yeah, because they keep blocking him for some reason. So if he has another name, maybe they're not going to block him.
What if he goes to your your Discord? People block him.
Yeah, and I unblocked him like 4 or 5 times already. He just gets blocked again. So I don't know if who he's pissed off. Yeah.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you. I didn't know that it was the same on Discord with blocking and stuff.
Yeah, they can ban you. Yeah.
I mean,
hey,
I don't know if I can block anybody, but I've never have.
Hey, Guns have never owned good. Yeah, you are admin there, so you can. Yeah. Let's see. Ew. Tequila is gross. Go for Hennessy. I'm more of a rum and cola kind of guy.
I'm Jack Daniels, but I mean, I had it at New Year, and I didn't like it anymore. So I don't know. I might be back to whiskey.
Well, no, New Year I had some rum and coke, and then we made milk turkeys. It's condensed milk and vodka.
Nice. I'm not a big drinker. I used to drink.
No,
I could drink.
I don't drink that
quite
much.
a lot, but now I just tend not to. I just don't like the taste of alcohol anymore.
No, I don't really drink anything like get drunk or whatever. It's very seldom that I do drink, and like I said, now and then maybe it's just a beer or something, but that's about it. But one thing I do love, if I want to, is Amarula or making Don Pedro's.
Right.
Charlie Girl, I'd love to be in your class.
Yeah, Charlie Girl.
I would feel honored.
She's cool.
I would feel honored.
Yeah, she's cool. She's nice to everybody in chat and that, you know. She's never disrespectful or anything like that.
Hey, Vaynant, good to see you. Glad you could make it. So, do you think the information I presented is good enough to write a book about?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to be scared about it. So I'll do something fearless and write a book.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I remember I tried to write a book once before. I was in prison at the time. This was a long time ago. And I got 1 chapter in, and it was all right. It was a horror, because I was into horrors at the time. But I just didn't carry on with it. I started reading books instead of writing them. But yeah, I got 1 chapter in, and it sounded all right to read, but I never ever attempted finishing it.
I was wondering.
To
be honest, I was wondering what's that spider tattoo on your neck. Did you have to join a gang or something? I mean, I think if you had to go to prison now, they're going to have the flat earth gangs and the globe gangs.
Could you imagine? Do you know something? That would not surprise me if that ends up happening.
Boomer Rider, good to see you. Thank you for coming, mate.
The world has gone to pot. It would not surprise me at all. One little bit.
But it's amazing how you guys get stuff right in jail, though. I mean, dealings under the table like crazy. But I mean, I don't know if you guys have it like here in South Africa. Yeah, they got DSTV, they get steak and pop, they get an awesome comfy bed.
Absolutely. When I was in prison last, we only started getting kettles coming in, but now they've got TVs, PlayStations, Xboxes, phones, smuggling phones, stuff like that. Yeah, they've got everything in prison now. It's comfortable. People love going to jail now.
Yeah.
Here, people go to jail when they're on the street and they're on drugs. They'll do something just to go to jail because they have it comfortable.
Yeah, but I mean, I've actually interviewed some people where they literally they said they stole and stuff and did it so they can get. I
Yeah.
mean, they get food for free. They get to stay in a
Absolutely.
comfy bed under a bed for free. It's that or stay on the street and defend for food. You understand? So a lot of the people
Absolutely.
that do it just to literally go and get bedding and food for free.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I've been on the street myself, and I would never have gone back to jail just because I was on the street. But
Yeah, you have to
I
be
do know
kind of
people who were on the
desperate.
street years and they would, yeah.
Yeah, they have to be kind of desperate for that.
Yeah.
And then you get
definitely.
those guys that just kind of fall into the gangs and stuff, and unfortunately, that's just for them.
Absolutely.
But there's one good thing about the prisons, though. A lot of people actually come to learn about Jesus in the prison, so that's a good thing.
That is it. That is a good thing. I mean, I learned about Jesus before jail. I was dabbling with Christianity for years and that, and then eventually I went into Christian rehab, and that's when I sort of gave my life. I knew about him and all that before that, and I believed. I just hadn't made the commitment, you know.
Yeah.
But, I've seen people in prison, coming to know Jesus because of that. It's just something to do. They'll go to the chapel just for something to do, and then they'll hear the word, and something will drop, and the seed there, it germinates, and then Jesus comes to fruition within their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Pentex-
yeah, it does do some people good.
Yeah, no, definitely. But then there's some jails you don't want to go to. Like, I mean, you don't want to get stuck in a Taiwanese or a Bangkok,
Oh, my
something kind of
goodness,
jail.
no,
No.
definitely not.
Yeah.
You have to fight for your food there. You know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Pentacola, you can come in. I know you got a Discord account, so I've never ever heard you talk before. So when are you gonna actually back up your big mouth? I'm right here in Discord chats. Everybody's live, they can see you. No one's blocking you, so come in and talk. Disprove optical drop for us, please. Show us your physical curve. I just presented flat earth evidence, which is demonstratable, explainable, as you just seen everything, and it totally goes against your belief. It shows your belief just to be false. So if you got any rebuttal to it, I'm all ears. And I think it's going to be quite quiet.
Yeah. Crickets again.
I think do you guys think we should do another stream this week when we ask the Globies to present evidence?
Absolutely.
I think so.
I think eventually we might get a couple in. I mean, we had one in the other day, didn't we?
He tried.
That was all right.
He
That was
tried.
pretty good.
Yeah, he did try though.
Oh, he did try, and he was a clever guy. You know,
Yeah.
he knew his stuff. He just went in the wrong direction. I think misled.
I don't think he knew anything, to be honest. Gunzo Neveron has an awesome comment I'll just pin, guys. I have 3 retired RCAF pilot friends. They were sworn not to discuss anything to do with their observations. 39 years quiet. I can't say too much, but the Earth is 100% level. Wolfie is a fraud. And I 100% concur with that. I grew up on military bases with my father in the army. And there's no one that's ever taken Coriolis into account. No one's ever experienced Earth curve before, or nothing. Literally. So yeah. I want to go see if there's a South African long-range shooter. I love watching his stuff. He did a new video that I watched earlier this evening. Where is it? No, it was supposed to be up here. It doesn't want to show. Oh, there we go. Impact shooting. I left him a comment. Anyway, he shot over 1,000 yards to his new YouTube plaque. Where's my comment? Should my comment show? Or is it removed? Did you remove my comment, sir? That's not nice. I hope he didn't. I took a screenshot, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see what I... This is what I said on the... This is the problem we have with people. Very nice bloke, this. Got nothing against him. Maybe he just doesn't want to get associated with flat earthers. Because you never know what your audience is going to think, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So I don't blame him. See, I left the screenshot, you can see. Let me read it for you guys quickly. I'm subbed many moons ago because he asked if you haven't subbed, sub. Can I sub again, as a joke? Then I said, great shot, man. Just have to ask one question. I'm a flat earther. And I want to know, did you account for Coriolis effect? He. Well, now it looks like he's just taken it off.
Wow.
Would have been nice if he would have answered me. It's not the first time I've asked this though. I've asked many long range shooters. But I mean, it's great. You see that he shot that over 1,000 yards away. And you know the only thing he took into account, guys? Wind.
Wind, yeah.
Odd. Yeah, obviously he's got to take drop into account because it's far distance, but wind was his major hurdle he had to go from. But guys, this guy's really got an awesome channel. Impact Shooting, do support him. Really awesome guy. And this is South African.
Cool.
Ooh. These are also, I love this channel as well. They shoot a lot. The Garant Thumb. I like my shooting channels, to be honest, because a lot of them, they do long range shootings and stuff like that. Like this guy, I mean 3,020 yards, guys, and he shoots his target. This is that one where me and Michael did that, what's it on this guy? Where we did that collaboration. It was on this guy. He's the guy that says, I believe there's Coriolis, but I can't show you how I take it into account. He can't prove there's Coriolis. He doesn't know how to take into account, but he believes there's Coriolis. That's that guy. I mean, yeah. Brilliant.
I don't know if this question is serious or not, but Superman said, "What is the Coriolis effect?" I don't know if he's being serious or not. I'm not sure.
Okay. The Coriolis effect is simply a illusion, a optical effect, where let's see, what am I showing on screen? No. Okay. I didn't even show what I was showing. Sorry guys, I thought I was showing you guys. I was just showing my face. Okay, anyway. The Coriolis effect can easily be explained with like a roundabout. If you are on the roundabout and you're spinning and you are looking up and someone throws a ball, they're throwing it straight. But to you, it's going to appear as if it's curving around and deviating its path. But it's not actually, it's still just going its straight path. But because you are observing while you are spinning underneath it, it seems like the ball is curving and take a curved path. But it's not, it's just because you are moving underneath it. That's in the shortest form Coriolis effect. Where it's apparent that things look to be drifting in the inertial reference frame while you are moving in the non-inertial reference frame. I do have videos on my channel. Yeah guys, I've done so much things on my channel. Let's go. It's an old one as well, where I explain it as well. Coriolis, where are you? You know what's the sad thing? That I'm averaging video views and stuff that aren't too bad though for channels that are actually bigger than me. So I'm not doing too bad, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, my older videos aren't as popular as the newer ones, but that's supposed to be that way because it was rubbish.
I wouldn't say that.
I've changed so much editing styles as I've gone through these phases of learning and stuff on that. But I mean, that's how a person learns. I still like this intro I made. I like this intro that I made. Okay, let me just download it. It's going to be much easier. Then hopefully it can explain it better for you. What is Coriolis? And notice how Pentacolor has still not gone into Discord. And Pentacolor is in my Discord, by the way. So it's not like he first has to join. He is there. And he's not blocked.
That's it.
Just making excuses. Flat side. I was proud.
Yeah, that's your old tunes, yeah.
I was proud of that.
Yeah.
What is Coriolis? Okay. In physics, the Coriolis force is an inertial or fictitious force that acts on objects that are in motion within a frame of reference that rotates with respect to the non-inertial. Okay. Ooh.
Now we're going to be talking about Coriolis effect. First we will see an inertial or fictitious force. It's a frame of reference in which bodies continue at rest or in uniform straight motion unless acted upon by a force. A fictitious force, it's called a pseudo force. That means it's not real. This force appears to act on a mass whose motion is described as using a non-inertial frame of reference. You get it? So what stands out acts on objects that are in motion within frame of reference, rotates with respect to an inertial frame, and with Coriolis effect you always have two reference frames.
Two, guys.
Let's go and see an example of this.
I think I've found a way to show an effect that will have you doubting your very own eyes.
Show an effect.
Now, they don't know it yet, but our budding ball players sitting on our specially rigged merry-go-round are about to demonstrate a rather astonishing optical illusion.
Optical illusion.
Here's the game, right? You're going to throw the ball straight to, what's your name, Victor, right? One second comes to you, Spencer, and you think it goes straight ahead, but you think you'll be the one catching it.
Yeah.
Now remember, the ball will be thrown straight across the spinning merry-go-round.
Remember, the ball will be thrown straight across the spinning merry-go-round.
But where will it end up? Will it be caught by the thrower? Will it be caught by the person opposite? Will it be caught by the person to the thrower's left? Or by the person to the thrower's right?
Oh. Come on, choose. Yeah.
So the answer was D. It was caught by the person on the thrower's right. Our camera angles seem to show the ball bend in the air.
The angles seem to show the ball bend in the air.
So is that a camera effect, or are we seeing what they saw?
So let me get this straight. So you threw the ball, it left your hands, and then what?
And then it just got sucked over to him.
In the air.
Sucked
Yeah,
over.
I threw a perfect throw.
What did you see?
Yeah, curved right in.
Right, so we all agreeing here the ball curved in midair. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so we all agree here the ball curved in midair. Yeah.
And you didn't cheat this at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And do you know why it did that?
No.
No idea. It's called the Coriolis effect. It's called the Coriolis effect. It's called the Coriolis effect. And it's very simple. It's objects in motion appearing to be. It's an optical illusion. Appearing to be. It's an optical illusion.
Appearing to be. It's an optical illusion.
Appearing to be deflected off their intended course. So what's actually happening here is you are throwing this ball. You can only throw a ball in a straight line. Can I clear that up straight away?
Yes.
Even though it appears in your eyes to be bending. So you throw the ball straight. It's still going straight, but the table is moving below you.
But the table
I think this makes it very quite obvious.
And all of a sudden, look who's in front of that straight moving ball. And it looks like it's bent off to the right because you're still looking at the guy you were intending to throw it to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Coriolis effect.
So, very simple. From the non-inertial frame, you will see the ball appear to curve, which it is not actually taking actual curve path, it's still traveling straight. It's just you, in the non-inertial, still moving while it is going in its straight path. Let's look at another example.
See guys, it's very simple. It's the MIT doing exactly the same thing. See how they're throwing it, they're not moving, and it's just going to one another. And now they're spinning. Now he's throwing it. What's going on? Oopsie, he's missing it. Why? Because they are moving and the ball is going where it's supposed to be going. Whoever asked about the Coriolis effect, do you understand what's going on? Yeah.
That was somebody called Soupy, I think.
I hope they understand what's going on. Yeah.
Let's see what it is. Soupy man.
Pentacler, I still haven't seen you in Discord, man. What's going on? Why are you ignoring me? Why are you running? You're such a big mouth all the time, but you're just too scared to come and talk to me. What's going on, man? But don't worry, I'm used to it by now. 99% of you guys are like this anyway. Keyboard warriors, and when challenged to actually come and talk, run away, run for the wheel. You know, hide, run away like a dog with its tail behind its legs. Superman, that's cool. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you, mate.
Cool.
Remember, it's all optical. Only momentum conserved is linear momentum. The deviation is moving. Breakdown. 2 reference frames. It's an optical illusion. Apparent drift or deviation, so not actual. No angular momentum conserved. Whoopsie. So if they can say this angular momentum is conserved, then it's not Coriolis effect. And that was it.
Cool.
Okay, I think I'm going to more end it here then. What the? Oh, wrong button.
Yeah, that's close to 2 hours anyway. About 5 minutes off.
Yeah, it's exactly almost on 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to say thank you everybody for coming. Thank you PJ for coming in Element.
No problem.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It helps having you guys in chat. Thank you all the Globies that are too scared to come and chat. Thank you everybody. If someone did send me a super chat and I missed it, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I didn't see any of those. So yeah. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all my new channel members. Thank you people for everybody that financially supports and just hits that like button and share. You guys are all awesome. Yeah, so tomorrow night we're going to be doing gas pressure, gas behavior. So I think that's going to be quite a good one. Nathan Oakley is going to have his uncut and after show now, so you guys can go and watch his premiere. I'm going to quickly pin it. Replace pinned message. There we go. So if you guys want to go and watch Nathan's premiere, do click on it. Thank you all for coming again. Many, many blessings. Don't forget, tomorrow night is gas pressure. The behavior of gas pressure. Just appreciate everybody's support. You guys all rock. Until tomorrow night, blessings. May the pressure be with you.